Hello guys, and welcome to a brand new camera comparison between the Samsung Galaxy S20 FE against the Samsung Galaxy S10 Lite. We are now shooting at 4K at 30 frames per second on the S20 FE, and on the S10 Lite we are shooting at 1080p at 30 frames per second. We have now switched to the rear cameras and we are currently shooting at 4K at 30 frames per second on both phones. Tell me in the comment section below which one do you think has better audio and which one has better dynamic range. Besides the main cameras, both phones do also feature ultra-wide cameras, and you can see how much more you can capture in the frame. The third camera on the S20 FE is a 3x optical zoom telephoto camera, while the third camera on the S10 Lite is just a macro lens. Now we start with some pictures from the front camera. In this first case, both pictures are very similar, but if I had to choose, I'd go for the S10 Lite. In this case, again, both phones did a good job exposing my face, and also the dynamic range is very good, but again, I would pick the S10 Lite. In this scenario, I think both phones again are doing a really good job exposing my face and keeping a good dynamic range. Here I do prefer the S20 FE because my face has more natural colors compared to the S10 Lite, which didn't handle my skin colors very well. The S20 FE again is much better, my face is in focus and sharper, the picture of the S10 Lite is way off. Switching to the rear cameras, and the first thing you'll notice is how similar both pictures are. Considering I was shooting against the sun, both phones did a really good job. In this next case again we have very similar results, with the S20 Fan Edition having just a bit better dynamic range. The S20 FE has again better dynamic range in this case, but overall both pictures are very pleasing. In this scenario I do prefer the picture taken from the S10 Lite. Even though the S20 FE has more natural colors, I just like the one from the S10 Lite. Both phones do also have ultra-wide cameras, and here I do prefer the picture taken from the S20 FE because the building seems to be more in focus. Another advantage for the S20 FE is when zooming in, because it has a 3x optical zoom camera. We have very similar results here again, but I do prefer how the sky is handled on the S20 FE. I do prefer here the picture taken from the S10 Lite because it is brighter. The sky is better handled on the S20 FE, but the overall picture is better on the S10 Lite. We have no opposite results with the ultra-wide cameras. Now the picture taken from the S20 FE is brighter. When zooming in again, the S20 FE is the clear winner because the S10 Lite lacks a telephoto camera. The S20 Fan Edition did also a better job in this case too. The sky and the leaf colors are more vibrant compared to the S10 Lite. The same story is also with the ultra-wide cameras. Both are very good, but I do prefer the S20 FE. Again, you can zoom optically up to 3x with the S20 FE. The third sensor on the S10 Lite is a macro camera, and in this case it is barely better compared to the S20 FE. The picture taken from the S20 FE is from a further distance, but using its telephoto camera. In this next macro test I do like the S10 Lite picture more because it is sharper and more vibrant. For this last macro test, both phones are doing a very good job, and as you can see, you can take amazing macro shots even without having a dedicated camera. Now for some low light shots, and you can see right away that the S20 FE did a much better job preserving the details of my face. Also, the background is brighter and sharper compared to the S10 Lite. Here my face is brighter on the S10 Lite, but again it is much sharper on the S20 FE. Again in this case my face is much sharper on the S20 FE. Samsung did an amazing job with the front camera of the S20 FE, especially in low light. Switching to the rear cameras, and without night mode, both are very similar, with the S20 FE being just a bit brighter. With night mode, both phones did a much better job making the pictures brighter and sharper. Here without night mode you can barely see anything. When using night mode, both made their pictures brighter, and the S20 FE did a much better job removing the noise. In this next case again both phones took similar pictures. With night mode again both pictures are brighter. The S10 Lite now has more vibrant colors compared to the S20 FE, which has more natural colors. With the ultra-wide cameras the results aren't that great compared to their main cameras. Both pictures are darker and have a lot of noise. When using night mode, however, both pictures became usable. And just like with their main cameras, the S20 FE is more on the natural side compared to the more vibrant picture of the S10 Lite. The S20 FE especially did an amazing job with the noise reduction. I'm going to leave you with some more shots so you can judge yourself without me interfering. Overall, both phones have great cameras for their prices. I think, however, that the S20 FE was better on most of the shots. If you did enjoy this video, a thumbs up would be appreciated. Thank you for watching.